Good morning, students. The topic is priority queue. Before going into the topic, first we have to know what is the disadvantage of normal queue data structure and why we go for priority queue data structure with one example. In a normal queue data structure, we know that insertion is performed at one end, which is called as rear end, and the deletion is performed based on FIFO principle. So what is FIFO principle? First in, first out principle. The item which is inserted initially, we have to delete that element first. Okay. So, but this queue representation, this queue implementation is not possible, not suitable for all situations. Consider, we have a networking application, we have the server. So, the server is responding several requests from multiple clients. Okay, it is using queue data structure. Assume we have 4 requests in the queue, and R1 requires 20 unit of time, R2 requires 2 unit of time, R3 requires 10 unit of time, R4 requires 5 unit of time. So it is shown in the figure. The front end points to R1 and the rear end points to R4. So here, to complete the process R1, we require 20 unit of time. And for the job R2, okay, it must wait for R1. So that is 20 seconds. R2 has to wait, and it needs 2 more units, 2 more time units to complete, okay, to finish its execution. So totally 22 milliseconds it needs. 22 units of time the job R2 requires. Okay, the request R2 requires. Then the third request is R3. R3 has to wait for both R1 and R2. That is totally 22 seconds it has to wait. And for the completion of R3, we require 10 units of time. So 22 plus 10, totally 32 units of time it requires. And finally R4. R4 must wait for the 3 request R1, R2 and R3. So totally 32 units of time plus the completion time, the burst time for R4 is 5. So 32 plus 5, 37. So the average waiting time for all the requests, it will give you 27 units of time. Okay. So if we have used the normal queue data structure to serve all these 4 requests, we need the average waiting time of 27 units of time. So now consider we are using another one way, that is, among the 4 requests, I have serviced the request which is having minimum burst time, which is requesting minimum units of time for completion. So which one is minimum? R2 is minimum. So R2 is scheduled first. Okay, it requires 2 units of time. So the next shortest request is R4. So R4 must wait for R2. Okay, 2 plus the completion of R4 requires 5 units of time. So totally it requires 7 units of time. And for the request R3, because it is the third shortest request, we are considering R3 as the third request. R3 must wait for R2 and R4, 7 plus for the completion of R3 I need 10 units of time. So 7 plus 10, 17 units of time R3 is needed. And finally R1. R1 must wait for R2, R3, R4. It is 17 plus the burst time of R1 is 20. So 17 plus 20, 27 units of time. Okay. 17 plus 20, 37 units of time it requires. So when we calculate the average waiting time, we will get the value 15 units of time. See the difference. Okay. So from the above two situation, it is very clear that by using the second method, server can finish all the 4 requests with a very less time when compared to the first method. Okay. So to solve this type of problem, we need the priority queue. So now we come to the definition of priority queue. What is priority queue? Priority queue is a variant of queue data structure in which insertion is performed in the order of arrival, but the deletion is performed based on the priority. Okay, it is not a normal deletion. In the queue data structure, always the first element is deleted first. Since it is a priority queue, for deletion you have to follow the priority. Okay, you have to think about the priority. Based on the priority, the elements are deleted. We have two types of priority queue. One is maximum priority queue, the other one is minimum priority queue. What is maximum priority queue means? Here the insertion takes place as usual. That is, the elements are inserted in the order in which they arrive at the queue. But for deletion, you have to always remove the maximum element. For example, consider we have the elements 8, 3, 2, 5 in the queue. Since it is a maximum priority queue, which element is deleted first? 8 is deleted first. Why? Because it is the maximum value. So the elements are removed in the order 8, 5, 3, 2. Okay, so this is called maximum priority queue. Some of the operations that can be performed in maximum priority queue are isEmpty, insert, find max and remove. Similarly, we have one more type which is called as minimum priority queue. It is same as maximum priority queue, but the difference is for deletion we are removing the minimum element first. That's why it's called as minimum priority queue. As like as a maximum priority queue, here also some of the functions which are supported by minimum priority queue are isEmpty, insert, find min and remove. To implement priority queue, we can either use array, linked list, heap data structure or a binary search tree. Among all these implementation, the heap data structure is very efficient for implementing priority queues. So the basic operations which are supported in priority queue are insertion, deletion and peak. The advantages of priority queue is always the higher priority processes are added at the beginning. We are giving preferences to the higher priority process and it keeps the list always in site and the list are sorted always in increasing order. So they are the advantages of priority queue. The applications of priority queue, it is used in many algorithms like Dijistra's algorithm, Prim's algorithm, Huffman algorithm, heap sort. Okay, so these are the algorithms which are using the data structure priority queue. So this is one more example for priority queue. So consider we have a priority queue. We are considering ASCII characters as items in the priority queue. Okay, the higher the ASCII value, the higher is the priority. So initially the priority queue is empty. The first G is going to be inserted in the priority queue. So G is inserted and after that we are inserting the element O. After O, the element M is inserted in the priority queue. Okay, so the insertion is taking place as usual. That is, the elements are inserted in the order they are arriving into the queue. But for deletion, we have to consider the priority. So what priority here we are taking? ASCII value of the character. So among the three characters GOM, which is having highest ASCII value, it is O. So when you delete, when you perform the deletion operation, okay, the element O is removed from the queue. Even it is not the first element, it sits in the middle, but we are deleting the element O because it is having highest priority. The ASCII value of O is high when compared with G and M. Then again we are inserting the element A, and when you perform the deletion operation at this stage, okay, we have three elements in the queue, G, M, A. Among three, M is having the highest ASCII value, so it is the highest priority element, so it is deleted first. Okay, so like that, insertion and deletion is taken place in priority queue. So once again, priority queue is very similar to queue data structure. Here the insertion is performed as usual, but the deletion is performed based on the priority. The types of priority queues are maximum priority queue and the minimum priority queue. To implement priority queue, we can use array, linked list, heap or a binary search tree. The applications of priority queue are, they are used in Dijistra's algorithm, Prim's algorithm, Huffman algorithm and the heap sort. Okay, with this we have concluded priority queue. Thank you.